Doing creative work requires a mind that feels content and relaxed. So if you can create an environment for yourself to work in that feels relaxing, inspiring and uplifting, then you're going to find that you're going to get in a better flow state and you're going to be able to do better creative work and not be getting so distracted. Ever notice that it's in those moments when you feel really relaxed and calm that you really get your best ideas, like when you're in the shower or drifting off to sleep or going out for a walk? So if you can create more of that relaxing vibe in your workspace, then it's going to be a lot easier to get creative and have great ideas while you're doing your work. It's also important to start looking at things that you can remove from your workspace as well, things that are going to be distracting and pulling you down. So whether you have your own office or just a small space in your home to do your work, in today's video I'm going to look at a few tips and ideas and ways that you can create a more calming and inspiring environment to do your creative work in. You want to create a space that feels rejuvenating and inspiring, something that removes the distractions and the stresses. There's some simple ways of doing this are things like making sure you have good natural light or having some plants in your space, so bringing some of nature into your space. So it's not so artificial, but it has that bit of nature because that can feel really relaxing and energizing. Also reducing the clutter and mess, so really making sure that you keep your space as uncluttered as possible. Take the time regularly to clean off your desk, get rid of all the clutter, and also keep your space calming and clutter free, because that cluttered space is going to create a cluttered mind. Sure, while you're in the middle of a project, things might start to get messy, but make sure at the end of each day you're cleaning it out, you're starting fresh, so it's not getting overwhelming. And another thing that I did personally was also getting rid of the bin that was in my office, so that instead of having mess and rubbish piling up in this bin in the corner of the room, I was always making sure that I took it out of the room so it wasn't going to feel so messy. And I know as a creative you probably have heaps of supplies and tools and different things, and it's so easy for that to get out of hand. So it's really important to have good organization systems. Not only is this good for having less clutter everywhere, but it means it's so much easier to find what you need. When you've got things super organized, it's amazing how great that feels when you need something and you know exactly where it is, you can just grab it, get on with what you're trying to do. Trying to trawl through things and find what you need is just stressful. The distractions you might want to be getting rid of are things like maybe clocks, if you're constantly looking at the time. And if you need to know when a certain time is, you may want to set timers rather than having a clock that you're constantly staring at. Or when it comes to your email, setting exact times that you check your email rather than it being open all the time and constantly checking it and being distracted by it. Or maybe it's your phone, maybe you're constantly checking social media and because it's right next to you, you find you just pick it up to check notifications all the time. So maybe you need to move that out of your space or keep it further away so it's not so easy. So it's not so easy to get distracted by those things. Other great things to try and make the environment feel calming and relaxing are things like having nice music. So not having constant content coming at you, like videos or podcasts or audio books or courses or whatever it is you like to consume, but also working in an environment where it's just calming and relaxing sounds. So this could be calming music or jazz music, or using something like Brain FM where it's good focused sounds, or even just having a fan buzzing in the corner of the room, just where you've got this sound or white noise that just feels more relaxing and calming and helps you focus. You could also have nice smells in the room. So it could be a candle with beautiful scents or using essential oils, things that just really uplift the room's feeling. And don't forget to surround yourself with things that inspire you, but at the same time not letting it get too cluttered. So this could be having beautiful artworks up in the room or different objects that inspire you, or putting up quotes or things that, you know, get you going and make you feel really inspired. Or it could even be your own why or your goals or anything that just gets you really motivated. And making sure that you curate it in a way that it really does inspire you and doesn't just become clutter. Another thing that I personally really like to do is having a relaxing space. So this means a space away from the computer, away from, you know, the desks and the chairs, but having either an armchair or a bean bag or even a pile of pillows where you can just relax. Have some time where you can write or draw or read or just simply think. And if you don't have enough space to do this within your actual office space, it could be just another part of your home where you've just got a really nice relaxing space that you can just retreat to when you need that downtime. And if you ever do work in the evenings, make sure that you try and shift your space in the evening time. So it could be lighting a candle, it could be dimming the light on the computer so it's not so bright, or having a nice lamp, or wearing blue light glasses so that the light from the computer isn't going to make it harder for you to fall asleep. So really changing things up so that in the evening you're still winding down. Even if you're doing a little bit of work, it's helping you to wind down and move into that sleep phase. So apart from your actual environment, other little ways that you can reduce stress for better creative work are things like breathing, doing breathing techniques, or doing meditations, or doing something that's slow like baking bread or doing some cooking or some knitting, anything where you can just slow down and relax, but also be using your hands and just being mindful, actually enjoying the moment rather than feeling you've got to do this, do that, but just getting in the zone and just enjoying a simple moment. Also things like exercising, it can give you that great boost of endorphins and energy, or just getting into nature, going for a walk, or just getting some sunshine and some fresh air. Or if you're feeling extra creative but you're feeling stressed by your work, it could be doing some journaling and writing out some thoughts and ideas, or just writing about how you're feeling at the moment. Or it could be doing side projects where it's not got pressure to try and get it done by a certain time or to perform, but you're just simply doing something creative that doesn't actually have any particular end goal to it. So I hope this has given you some great ideas about how you can create a more calming space to create in. And don't forget, if you want to learn more about creativity, branding and graphic design, then be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.